What happened to me is exactly one of the most various scamming proceeds that can happen today in the internet. I didn't realize how dangerous it was till the day I was finally out. On Lovo I met Samuel Burg, a businessman from Paris, living in Lens. I'm a businesswoman as well. I have no time for anything, especially for a relationship. And this was perfect because he just wrote the right words in the morning and the right words in the evening, and he chatted with me in the evening, and he called me almost every day. So he was a perfect man. Even if he was not real in person, he was very, very attentive and present. I started to fall in love with him. He also promised me to open a business in Switzerland. He put me in contact with Pascal Gueretiers. He is a personal businessman in charge of his bank account. As soon as he built up the trust, and we are not talking of days, we are talking of months, he started to ask some money. And then I entered in a very, very diabolic triangle. It was Pascal on a side asking me money, and Samuel on the other send me nice pictures, send me love messages, send me nice words. And so I believe in Samuel, and I was very, very gentle with him, and he was very gentle to me. And on the other side, Pascal was pressing me with the money. And I couldn't sleep anymore. My heart was beating in different ways. I every time missed my breath.
She was really a smart girl. I don't understand how she can believe in this fake story.
I decided to stop this chain by the book a flight to Athens to see with my proper eyes this Samuel Burg face. And what I discovered, there was never have been a Samuel Burg at the reception of the Hilton Hotel. I reserved another room and I got a shock. There was a big mirror and a big image of a woman that was digging into the water. And I felt like I really mirroring myself. The first reaction, I started to cry because I realized this is not one person, this is an organization of many people. They sent me all the documents and all the data, and they were false documents, but what I sent, my documents, my identity card, my passport, were real ones. And they are making a very bad business, not only for the money, because they use other people's feeling, they use other people's soul to get to the very bad target.
For the persons who have been exposed to a romance or thinking having a romance, they not only lose the money, but they lose hope, they lose trust, and their life is in shambles. And I have even seen cases where people are getting suicidal.
I never had patients where suicide was an option, but potentially such an experience could lead to a suicide.
It's a new form of robbery. In the past, robbers used to go enter into a jewelry, enter to your home. Now, this scammer enter into your brain. I will call it like a mind terrorism.
It's a new form of criminality. It's a contemporary problem of these days and age.
I never expect they come into my house, but it could be a danger.
There's also risk of identity theft. So people, the scammers try to make more of it than only getting your money, but they're also using your identity to get more out of it. Romance fraud is not a small issue, it is a big issue.
It can happen to anyone.